isn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run again on first down. Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on second and 8. Mayfield. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Saw man coverage on the perimeter, and that was a pretty good throw. And it's one of those ones that wasn't an easy catch, but it's one that he thinks that he should have come down with, although I'm sure the opposing cornerback would beg to differ.
On third down, Mayfield. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. A run here with Dearness Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Third and long for Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. It's caught by Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Ooh, with a juke. And he's got this one complete to Callaway.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
180! Run.
From the 39, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Hey, check. Hurry. 57. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Hurry. 57's right.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Completes it to Davis. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Mike spoke up. Baby.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
In your face.
This is Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on. Switch.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. We're scoreless after 1. And his kick here is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mayfield down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, and you've got a running...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Grant. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
Check curls, check curls, check. Hurry, hurry! Hey, Haywood!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Now Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. It's taken to the 26. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Let's go. First down. Let's get there. Go.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
SOS.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now Clark-Dinero after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
I don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you gotta like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Jackson on 3rd and long. This one caught by Davis. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Set. 180. Real. Mike 50, Mike 50.
He can't hang. He's not. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 23-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, 33.
Switch.
Go Mike 50, Mike 50.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Up. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
King.
They'll give it to Chubb. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's going to be a long
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Check three. Watch twins. Delta. 44 Mike.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big play that time for the Titans. 61 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Lamar Miller taking it in. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there. And now it's second down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Watch twist. Kill. Hey, turn.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Mayfield now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mayfield now from the 50. Steps away to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
4th down, Mayfield. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Fletcher Cox. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10
We're going to work
at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game.
It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 81 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part, because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after this. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Finding Green complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.